Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 1010. This is Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids is a 2011 film directed by Paul Feig. Paul Feig. Feig. This is from Universal Pictures and Relativity Media, and I saw this movie on May 19th, 2024 at CMX Liberty Luxury 15 in Cinebistro in Liberty Township, Ohio. So, Annie, played by Kristen Wiig in the film, is a single woman whose own life is a mess. But when she learns that her lifelong best friend Lillian, played by Maya Rudolph in the film, is engaged, Annie has no choice but to serve as the maid of honor. For lovelorn and almost penniless, Annie nevertheless winds her way through the strange and expensive rituals associated with her job as the bride's go-to gal. Determined to make things perfect, she gamely leads Lillian and the other bridesmaids down the wild road to the wedding. And so we see Annie, played by Kristen Wiig in the film, and Lillian, played by Maya Rudolph in the film. They are best friends, and Lillian wants Annie to be her maid of honor. So she does. And Lillian has a couple other bridesmaids, like Helen Harris III, played by Rose Byrne in the film, Melissa, Megan Price, portrayed by Melissa McCarthy in the film, Rita, portrayed by Wendy McLendon Covey in the film, and Betta, portrayed by Ellie Kemper. And so these are the main six characters that are in this movie, and this features Annie being the maid of honor, Lillian being the bride, and then Helen, Megan, Rita, and Betta are the bridesmaids. And so let's just say that Annie has some ideas on the wedding reception and some like a bridal shower and some other events. And let's just say that Helen, played by Rose Byrne in the film, has some other ideas. The difference is that Helen is rich, and so some of her ideas might be more extravagant than Annie's ideas. And let's just say that it takes a little bit of a toll as Annie and Helen kind of like to fight to be Lillian's maid of honor. Even though Lillian did chose Annie to be her maid of honor, Helen kind of wants it, and she can do a lot of things in offense that Annie probably couldn't afford. But the other bridesmaids are kind of like in the open and wanting to do some other ideas as well. They like to listen to both Annie's and Helen's ideas. And let's just say that some of Annie's ideas don't exactly go well into play, especially during the scene where the six women are shopping for dresses, and let's just say something happens that basically um changes the whole mood of the setting. When I mean by that, it basically changes the mood for picking out the wedding dresses. I won't say what happens, but this is definitely a funny movie. It's a comedy movie, but it also has heart in it. As as Annie eventually realizes, the Lillian will always be her friend, and even though Annie may not be as rich as Helen, and Annie is still trying to figure out her own life, she doesn't want to let Lillian down because this is Lillian's special moment. She is getting married, and Annie does not want to mess it up. The only thing is, she wonders if her ideas will definitely be good for Lillian against Helen's ideas that might be more expensive, extravagant, and pricey. But I really like the characters in this movie. I like how the six women interact with each other from the first time that they met towards the end of the movie. And let's just say that the rivalry between Annie and Helen may not be much of a rivalry near the end of the movie. I don't want to get into more specifics, but this was definitely a funny movie. So I definitely recommend it. It's pretty good. Now I have heard talks of a proposed sequel, but nothing's been like in the cards or anything. But I did hear that if all of them want to do a sequel, then there could be a sequel to Bridesmaids at some point, but right now it's not in the works. But like I said, I thought it was a pretty good movie. So that's my movie review of Bridesmaids. Please enjoy my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.